Hello and welcome back. In the online lecture series of Mechanical 6M subject in Industrial Engineering, this is the third lecture in which we will study what is the work study and what are the thermalics. Earlier we studied the basics and fundamentals of industrial engineering. Once again, I will recall in a very short time just to remind what are the basics and fundamentals and what is the necessity of to study this subject. So, as earlier we talked about the definition of the industrial engineering is the detailed analysis of the use and cost of the resources of an organization. That means whatever resources and whatever cost is included, that we analyze in order to reduce the wastages and to increase the productivity of any manufacturing facility. So the objectives are to analyze the job, to analyze the process method, to analyze the cycle time, to reduce stresses on workers, to increase productivity, and to improve working conditions. These are two basic objectives of this industrial engineering. And in the same and in the process to achieve those objectives, these are the works that we perform. So overall, we have to increase the productivity of any organization. At the same time, we have to provide better manufacturing facility so that the workers or the operators take their as take the working facility, they take the manufacturing facility as their own home. They feel the sense of belongingness so that they work hard and they work with dedication. That is the basic objective. So in the process, the productivity is increased, and productivity is increased, profits are increased, and profit sharing is increased. So everybody is in win-win, in happy situation, and that is win-win situation that basically is never achieved. Otherwise, the industrial engineering would die. So there is no satisfaction. There is no limit of satisfaction. At every stage, you have to work hard, struggle hard, so that you gain your objectives for the time being. Once you achieve those objectives are now meaningless. So you have to constantly work hard in order to achieve the objectives, to increase the profitability, because there is no limit of profitability, there is no limit of safety, and there is no limit of good working conditions. There is no limit. The sky is the limit. So in the process, uh, four other things we have to do. First is the task or the job that is being uh, performed by the worker. This is analyzed. Then the process method, the process method by which the job is being done is also analyzed. At the same time, cycle time is trying to be reduced. Cycle time is studied on what unnecessary movements we can eliminate, of one what unnecessary time fraction we can eliminate, so that the cycle time is reduced. Another, to reduce stresses on workers so that they perform the job with easiness and they don't feel any stress or pressure, and they work uh, happily. Uh, these are the four parts of these are the four objectives as well as parts to increase as a part to achieve the last two objectives that are main objectives of the industrial engineering. Method study, we talked about the method, the study and analysis of method or procedure of any job to find best and most efficient way of using available resources. That means we, whatever job we perform, uh, whatever work we do, whatever process we perform, there is a certain method, and this method is minutely analyzed, and this is called method study. So method study is the analysis, overall overview overview of the job performance that basically takes place, and this is method study. And once we analyze the job, we break the whole system or break the whole procedure into minute elements, and these minute elements then analyzed, and then better way of performing the job or better way of doing this job or better method is proposed, and this is the basic of method study. Then principle of motion economy we have already discussed in detail. We are not going to discuss Again, set of rules designed by Gilbreth. Gilbreth was the industrial engineer who has given these principle of motion economy, and so we have already discussed in detail. Now we are not going to discuss. And second topic is today we'll be discussing work study. So uh, method study. I told method study is the whole basic of the industrial engineering. Method study means the whole method, the procedure by which we perform a job is called method. So in method study, we there are two things. One is work study, another is work measurement or time study in order to achieve higher productivity. Because we do when we perform any job, there are two things that we have to do. One is method, and there is time involvement. Method or process by which we are performing the job, and whether it is right or wrong, on what limitation, on what extent it is right. So we have to analyze the methods, as well as we have to study the time, uh, whether the time taken by the operator is correct or there are chances of minimizing the times. So these two studies are much important in industrial engineering. First is methodist work study, and another is work measurement, that is known as time study. So importance again: productivity increase, identify non-variable, identifying operation, and these adding operations, accurate and systematic procedure, universal application, profitability, increase, influence of method. This chart that I'm going to show right now is very important chart or important layout or block diagram. Influence of method and time study on production activities. In the center, we'll find the block that contains method and time study. Method and time study. So it is the core of the industrial engineering. So manufacturing, method and time study. Then controller is the lowest box of this chart of layout, and on the left we will see production control and then industrial relationship. Right side we'll have engineering and then sales. Actually, method and time study can be applied to all these processes. Not only method and time study is not only limited to manufacturing, it also can be restricted to other activities, service, sales, marketing, and other official uh, performances. So even it can be applied to teaching also. So method and time study are the core of manufacturing, and uh, hence they greatly affect production control, and then industrial relationship, then right side engineering and sales, time standards, and these are the deliveries. So uh, when we study, when we perform method and time study, production control, there are in production control best work practices. That means a job is performed with the best techniques and with the best and with the best procedure, so that best results are obtained. That is the effect of method and time study. Then production control, when once the method studies, once the procedure is defined, the quality will improve automatically. So quality is the contribution of the production control. Quality is the contribution of the production control. And then industrialization, when we have the best practices, best trade practices, we will be having good industrial relationship, a good and healthy relationship between management and the workers. So this is the core, or this is the outcome of, on the left hand side of this layout. And if we see at the right side, we'll find there are two important procedures, two important modules that are greatly affected by the method and time study. One are first is engineering, and another is sales. Engineering, that means time standards, deliveries, that means all operations, technically involved, all operations that involve technicalities are controlled better when we have a better method and time study. And at the same time, sales are also very good. So production costs are reduced and sales are high when we have a perfect process of study. This will affect the whole organization. This is the heart of the organization of any manufacturing facility, and this will deliver in all the areas compassionately. So now let's come to the second, contribution to manufacturing time or cycle time. Actually, this has been analyzed by the experiences and by taking many uh, work considerations, that on the right side we have basic work operation. T is the basic work operation. Actually, T is the basic time that is taken to perform an operation. Then there are various additions A, B, C, D. These various additions are these various additions are unnecessary additions, and they can be minimized. So on the left hand see, when basic work operation along with all these unnecessary arrangement constitutes cycle time, total time of operation, that is cycle is increased, cycle time is really increased. For example, we drill a hole on a job for 30 seconds. 30 seconds is the basic time that is taken. Then again, we have 5 seconds to upload the job, and 5 seconds to unload the job. So 30 seconds is the basic operation time, 5-second loading and 5-second unloading. This is the 40 second are the basic work or operation of the job. But sometimes what happens, time due to defects in design. For example, we do have the part or the industrial plant design so that it takes a quite time to upload the job. More than 5 years, 5 seconds, and another 5 seconds are taken to upload the job. That is the basic operation time is 40 seconds plus 5 seconds due to defects in design of either workpiece or place. So another 5 seconds are spent, uh, and these 5 seconds can be reduced per piece. And if you are producing 500 parts per day, so that means 505 seconds, 500 2500 seconds, and if you divide by 60, so we'll find around 50 minutes that are wasted, on the that are wasted just for the sake of defective design. So these 5 seconds are to be reduced. Then again, time due to inefficient method, uh, the method may not be effective. Sometimes the drills are not good, sometimes the machines are not good, and uh, sometimes other factors are involved. So again, if we take 5 seconds, we will be again losing 50 minutes a day. Then uh, management and workers, C and D, management and workers. So total ineffective time because of lapses of management. Sometimes management takes time to timely take the decision. So this is also part of the total time of operation. And workers, due to uh, carelessness or non-dedication of workers, time is wasted. This is also included. So a job, an operation that would have taken 40 seconds is now that would have taken 40 seconds is now 55 seconds. 555, if we add on an average 5 seconds, due to inefficient method, due to wrong decisions of management, and due to inefficient workers or carelessness of the worker. So 55 seconds, 15 seconds we are losing a job, and this way we will lose more than 2.5 hours a day that would cost. And this way we can multiply by 26 working days. So this will be a huge amount, and this loss will have to be borne by the industry, and this is a reduce wastage. So we have to basically study and we have to reduce the cycle time. Total work contribution is the basic. T plus A plus B total work contribution, C plus D management plus work control. So we can remove C and D and as well as B also. So T plus A plus B total work, T plus A plus B, we try to remove T plus A plus B, try to decrease T plus A plus B, at the same time C plus D we want to remove 100%. This will reduce wastages and our productivity will increase. So now method study. Method study is the systematic analysis of process systematic analysis of the process performing. So what method we are taking place, what method is the best suited method to perform this job is analyzed. First the method is analyzed and then by the trade practices or by the engineering industrial study, best methods are proposed, and so these methods are taken, also called method engineering or work design. So method study, also called method engineering or work design, and Bureau of Indian Standards 3138 discusses all these method studies. So definition is system recording and critical examination of existing and proposed method. Systematic recording and critical examination of existing and proposing method. So first of all, the method is studied, the method is recorded, and then every action at the micro level is studied, and then the a proposal is given in order to remove the deficiencies as well as to increase efficient way of performing this job with a good method. Objectives efficiency is increased layout and workplace design by efficiencies increase. When efficiencies increase, the whole of the modules are increased. That is, when the efficiency increase, the wastages are reduced and productivity is increased. So objectives are objective is to increase the efficiency by layout and workplace design. First of all, we study the layout and study the workplace design. So it can be layout and workplace design could extended to existing manufacturing facility also. So we critically examine all the machines and all the processes that are installed, whether they are good or whether they are not, whether there can be a good layout for performing this job or for manufacturing this for this manufacturing facility. Similarly, workplace design is also studied, is also analyzed at micro level, at minute level, and then a better way of workplace design, a better way of working method is proposed. Work procedures, effective utilization, men, material, machine. We critically examine all the activities in a manufacturing facility in order to increase the efficiency and in order to reduce the long wastages. So overall, it will increase productivity and uh, enhance relationship and enhance satisfaction of the work level of the workers. So, scope of work study, eliminating wastages, reducing monotony, eliminating non-productive time operator. So, steps involved, select job to be analyzed. First of all, we must have a job where we have to implement this. Then record whole process, record, examine, as I told that we have to micro examine, then we have to develop, we have to define and install every micro analysis, every micro motion we have to analyze critically, and then we have to give a better way of performing this job, install and maintain, and then we have proposed a better way of performing the job. This proposed way is to be implemented, that is the install step and then maintenance. Then this good practices, that proposed methodology must be implemented and maintained at the same time. Not only just for the sake of installing or just for the sake of one-time contribution. It is a long-term contribution, and this should be maintained until unless there is another new study comes into effect. Now, we'll come to the recording techniques. What are the recording techniques that are basically used? uh, Recording techniques first are graphical methods, and graphical methods, as I discussed, were discovered or were proposed by Gilbert, Gilbert. Gilbert was the scientist who has given these recording techniques, and uh, these are basically symbolizing of micro movement of the limbs. So here is a chart of symbols that are used for capturing micro movement of the workers. So first is first is we have a circle that represents operation. We have a circle that represents operation. Operation means a process is performed. Drilling is performed. So first we hold the job, and then job is kept under the on the drilling machine, and this is not hold in the minute job is performed, a smaller job, so that we don't need to put the sheet or fix the sheet. We can do it easily by hand. So operation is holding the worksheet or workpiece and keeping it under the drill, and when drill comes and produces a hole, that is the operation. And inspection, once the operation is done, we remove the piece and look visual, that is the inspection. Or we may measure by vernier or anything else, any measuring device. But the operation is when the actual job is done, and inspection is represented by a square. Similarly, transportation is represented by an arrow. That means when we are holding the job, first we will pick the job. First we will pick the workpiece from the bin. This is first is holding, then we are bringing it to the machine, that is transportation, represented by arrow. Then actual work is job performed, that is operation. Then inspection, whether hole is clear or not, any bar is there, that is inspection, represented by square. Then delay, if there is a delay between job between anywhere. And last one is that we store in another bin, is represented by an inverted triangle called delta. So these are called thermalics, and many other thermalics are written. 39 thermalics are there, and they all are listed. But these are the basic thermalics that we have to draw uh, while performing a job, while analyzing method techniques. So these are, since these are given by Gilbreth, so they are known as Herbligs. 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 Herbligs are the micro movements represented on the flow chart of a job or method study flow chart. So these are the micro movements of the limbs that are basically associated with performing the job. Now we'll discuss techniques of method studies. Three basic techniques are basically used for method study. One is chart, another is diagram, and third is templates and polls. So charts are there. In charts, we draw. In charts, we analyze all the methods that are performed, and then there are diagrams like flowcharts are there. Then diagrams are well defined diagrams of performing the methods are defined. Then there are templates and templates are given there. Templates are basically standards that we put into the, similar like to publics, we also use templates, and these templates we pick and place. Chart, Now we'll discuss all the three techniques in detail. Operation process chart, flow process chart. Types of charts are there. First is operation process chart. Second is flow process chart. Man type of flow process chart, material type of flow process chart, and machine type of flow process charts are there. Then multi-activity charts. Multi-activity charts, that means if you are performing a job of assembling the nut and bolt by both the hands, so there is a chart representing right side the right hand and left side the left hand. This is multi-activity chart. And two-handed process chart. This is almost similar to two-handed process chart. And we, if you are performing two or three or four jobs at a time, because many times the cycle time is higher. So once we pick a job and load on the machine, and the machine takes place to process to complete the process. Say it takes 10 seconds, 10 minutes. So by the 10 minutes we are free. So the operator is free for 10 minutes. So he is assigned another machine. So on another machine he will be loading and unloading the job. In the meantime, another machine can be, and sometimes one person or two-person or three-person run whole of the line, uh, 10 20 machines simultaneously. So all these activities are uh, recorded on multi-activity chart. There is two-handed process chart defines what the two hands are doing. Travel chart is also for the man and machine and job. We have to travel, or the material have to travel. So this is travel chart. Travel chart takes place, first is going to machine A, then going machine B, then going to machine C, then going to machine B. So this is travel chart. And if we are performing same job, we are operating four machines. So every machine's travel chart can be drawn. Similarly, SIMO is simultaneous motion. Simultaneous motion is again similar to two-handed process chart. In SIMO, we similar simultaneous motion. We record what the two motions are, what the two different motions, what different procedures are carried out together. And second is diagrams, flow, flow and string diagram, models and templates, cycle graph. These are the diagrams that are drawn to method studies, method study. And third ones, these we will discuss in detail when we come to that topic. Thermalics, as we told earlier, thermalics are the movement of the micro movement of the human limbs that are given by gill breath, opposite to thermalics. So opposite to gill breath is known as thermalics. So these are the assemble, dismantle, avoidable delay, unavoidable delay, transport load, transport empty, find, inspect, inspection, preposition, grasp, use, hold, select, relax load,